8 clear signs she's trying to seduce you. Psychology tricks. Attraction is not about what is said out loud, but about what is quietly revealed. Most men miss the signs, not because they aren't intelligent, but because attraction rarely announces itself. Women especially tend to communicate interest in ways that are subtle, indirect, and easy to misinterpret if you don't know what to look for. Let's be honest, almost every man has been in that uncomfortable gray zone, wondering, is she just being polite? Or is there something more going on here? That uncertainty can leave you second-guessing yourself, replaying conversations in your head, and hesitating when you shouldn't. And over time, that hesitation can quietly erode confidence. Here's the truth most people never tell you. Women often don't seduce with words. They seduce with behavior. Small shifts in body language, changes in tone, the way she positions herself around you. These signals are intentional, but they're rarely obvious. Once you learn how to read them, attraction stops feeling confusing and starts making sense. Many men assume that if a woman is interested, she'll make it clear. In reality, attraction is usually expressed through patterns: how often she seeks your attention, how she reacts to your presence, and how she creates moments of emotional or physical closeness without directly stating her intent. These cues are easy to miss if you're only looking for bold or direct moves. In this video, we're going to break that mystery wide open. You'll learn 8 clear psychological and behavioral signs that reveal when a woman is trying to seduce you. These aren't guesses or pickup tricks, they're real, observable behaviors grounded in human psychology. By the end, you won't feel stuck wondering where you stand. You'll be able to read the situation calmly, confidently, and in real time. That alone can change the way you approach attraction, relationships, and yourself. Stay with me, because once you understand these signs, you'll never look at attraction the same way again. Sign number 1, prolonged eye contact. Sign number 1 is prolonged eye contact, and this is where things quietly but unmistakably begin, because the eyes reveal what words carefully hide, especially in female psychology, where attraction often shows itself before it is ever spoken. When a woman holds your gaze longer than what feels socially neutral, that is not an accident, and you must not brush it off as coincidence or politeness. This is not the quick glance people exchange out of courtesy, and it is not the distracted look of someone lost in thought. This is deliberate. Her eyes linger. They return. They stay. It feels as though she is taking you in, measuring not just how you look, but how you make her feel in that moment. That is how psychology tricks operate at a subtle level. Don't rush to conclusions, but don't ignore the signal either. Be calm. Be present. Hold her gaze just a second longer than usual. That pause matters. If she looks away immediately, the moment ends there. But if she stays, if her eyes soften, if the corners of her mouth lift even slightly, that is your confirmation. That is comfort. That is curiosity. That is interest growing quietly but steadily. You must understand that prolonged eye contact creates a shared space where connection forms without effort. It triggers familiarity. It sparks emotional awareness. It is one of the oldest, most reliable ways humans test attraction, and it plays a central role in how to fall in love, even when neither person consciously plans it. Many men miss this sign because they are waiting for something obvious, something dramatic, something loud. Don't. Attraction rarely announces itself. It invites. When she looks at you this way, she is inviting you to step closer emotionally, not physically. That distinction matters. If you respond with ease instead of intensity, you show confidence. If you smile naturally instead of forcing charm, you show safety. And safety is powerful in female psychology. Don't stare. Don't challenge. Don't break the moment with nervous movement or self-doubt. Be still. Let the silence speak. If she follows up that gaze by finding reasons to stay near you, by turning her body toward you, or by re-engaging your eyes again moments later, that pattern confirms intention. This is not about dominance or pressure. Avoid that mindset entirely. This is about mutual awareness unfolding at the same pace. Psychology tricks work best when they feel natural, not engineered, and prolonged eye contact works because it aligns emotion, attention, and curiosity all at once. You must also notice timing. When eye contact happens during moments of shared laughter, thoughtful conversation, or quiet pauses, it carries even more meaning. That is when emotional openness is already present. That is when attraction deepens without force. Don't overthink it. Overthinking breaks rhythm. Be attentive instead. Attention is rare, and it is deeply attractive. If you catch her eyes seeking yours across a room, that is not randomness. That is choice. She is choosing you out of everyone else. That matters. Respect it. Respond with warmth, not urgency. This is how to fall in love without rushing into illusion or fantasy. Eye contact is not a promise, but it is a doorway. Walk through it calmly. Let it develop. Let her feel seen without feeling chased. That balance is essential. Men who understand this don't need to ask if she's interested. They already know. They feel it. And when you recognize prolonged eye contact for what it truly is, a silent but sincere expression of interest, you stop guessing, you stop doubting, and you begin responding with grounded confidence. That is where attraction grows naturally, guided by awareness, emotional intelligence, and a clear understanding of psychology, tricks rooted in female psychology, not manipulation, but mutual connection that leads, step by step, toward how to fall in love the right way. Sign number 2, physical proximity. Sign number 2 is physical proximity, and this sign speaks quietly but confidently because attraction often moves closer before it ever speaks out loud. A woman who is trying to seduce you rarely announces it with dramatic gestures. She adjusts distance instead. She leans in during conversation. She chooses the chair beside you, not the one across the table. In a group, she somehow ends up standing within your orbit again and again. That is not chance. That is intention wrapped in subtlety. Think of it like a conversation without words, a slow step forward rather than a sudden leap. Don't dismiss it. Be aware. That is how connection starts to test its footing. This kind of boundary testing is gentle. It is designed to feel natural, not forced. She is asking a quiet question with her body. Is this space welcome? You must understand that physical proximity is not about rushing closeness. It is about building comfort over time. As she feels safer, more relaxed, more curious, the distance shortens. That progression matters. When she consistently places herself in your personal space, she is not being careless. She is being deliberate, guided by emotion and instinct. This is where masculine energy becomes important, not as pressure, but as calm steadiness. A high-value man does not panic when a woman moves closer, and he does not retreat out of fear either. He stays grounded. He stays present. Don't freeze. Don't overreact. Just allow the moment to breathe. If you subtly step back or shift away, she will notice immediately. Women read space the way musicians read rhythm. If the rhythm breaks, the song changes. But if you remain comfortable, relaxed, and open, she receives a clear signal that her presence is welcome. That is how you attract women without saying a word. Physical proximity also carries layers. Sometimes it shows up as a light touch on the arm while she's making a point. Sometimes it's her knees angled toward you instead of the room. Sometimes it's how she lowers her voice when she's close, as if the conversation is meant only for you. These are not random habits. These are signs of growing intimacy. Be attentive. Attention is attractive. You must also pay attention to consistency. One moment of closeness can be coincidence. Repeated closeness is intention. When she keeps finding reasons to be near you, she is investing emotionally before she invests verbally. That is important to recognize, especially for men who value clarity. This is clarity, just delivered quietly. Don't rush to label it. Don't interrogate it. Let it unfold. A high-value man understands that attraction grows best when it feels safe and unforced. He doesn't crowd her. He doesn't pull away. He matches energy. That balance amplifies masculine energy in a way that feels reassuring rather than overwhelming. And here is the key point many men miss. Physical proximity is not just about her interest, it is also about how you respond. Your reaction teaches her how to treat you. If you stay relaxed, upright, and emotionally steady, you communicate confidence. If you fidget, apologize for nothing, or seem unsure of your own space, the moment loses momentum. Don't do that. Be calm. Be grounded. That is how you attract women who are genuinely interested, not just curious. Proximity also creates familiarity, and familiarity breeds trust. Trust opens the door to attraction. This is not manipulation. This is human nature. When two people feel comfortable sharing space, emotional walls soften, conversations deepen, laughter lingers, silence stops feeling awkward. That is where seduction truly lives, not in flashy lines or bold moves, but in comfort that feels earned. You must let that comfort grow at its own pace. When you do, you position yourself naturally as a high-value man, someone who doesn't chase closeness but allows it, someone whose masculine energy feels steady, not reactive, someone who understands that to attract women, you don't need to invade space, you need to respect it while remaining open to it. Physical proximity is her way of stepping closer emotionally before she does so verbally. Recognize it. Respect it. Respond with quiet confidence. That is how attraction moves from subtle signal to undeniable connection. If this resonated with you, don't just nod and move on. Act. Awareness is power only when you use it. When you recognize physical proximity for what it is and respond with calm confidence, you stop guessing and start leading the moment. So drop a comment right now and lock this mindset in by writing, "I stay grounded and attraction comes to me." Like this video, subscribe for more sharp, honest insight. And remember this, closeness is a signal. Your response decides everything. Sign number 3, playful touching. Sign number 3 is playful touching. This is where seasoned judgment separates a man who reacts from a man who reads the room with precision. Touch is never accidental when attraction is present. It is intentional, it is measured, it is revealing. In modern life, where words are cheap and attention is scattered, touch has become one of the clearest signals of interest when it is used with purpose. When a woman brushes your arm during a laugh, rests her hand on your shoulder a moment longer than necessary, lightly taps you to emphasize a point, or finds subtle reasons to close physical distance, she is not being random. She is gathering information. She is observing your reaction, your calm, your awareness, your confidence. As Maya Angelou once said, people will never forget how you made them feel. Touch creates feeling faster than words ever could. That is why this sign matters. Touch is communication, touch is curiosity, touch is a test. Women understand its power instinctively. They use it to gauge chemistry, emotional safety, and masculine presence all at once. The mistake many men make is either ignoring it completely or reacting too strongly. Both signal a lack of control. The man who wins stays composed. He stays grounded. He observes. He is guided by old Stoic wisdom, which teaches mastery of self before mastery of circumstance. Stoicism win moments are quiet moments, moments where you remain steady while others reveal their intent. Playful touching that happens repeatedly is rarely just friendly, especially when paired with eye contact, laughter, and deeper engagement. Consistency is the marker. Once is coincidence. Twice is curiosity. 3 times is intention. Your response must match that level with restraint, not hunger. An iron mind does not rush. It responds. In today's world of dating apps, social media, and constant stimulation, genuine presence is rare. Physical touch now carries even more meaning. When she touches you playfully, she is stepping out of digital safety into real connection. That deserves respect, not panic, not fantasy, not assumption. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." The power is not in her touch, the power is in how you receive it. The correct response is simple. Stay relaxed. Mirror her energy lightly if it feels natural. Return a similar playful gesture without escalation, without hesitation, without apology. Mirroring shows awareness. Restraint shows leadership. Leadership attracts. This truth holds whether you are 35 or 70. Old Stoic wisdom applies here perfectly. Stoicism win moments are about discipline over reaction. An iron mind allows you to enjoy the moment without being owned by it. Balance creates intrigue. Attraction grows when there is space, not pressure. Many men today are tired of games and guessing. Playful touching is not a game when you understand it. It is data. It is feedback. It asks one question: are you present? Are you grounded? Are you capable of calm strength? Oscar Wilde said, "Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power." Power here is not control over another. It is control over yourself. The ability to let moments unfold without forcing outcomes. The advice is timeless. Slow down. Observe patterns. Trust repetition over imagination. Respond with subtlety. Never abandon your center. Men who master themselves master situations. That mastery creates respect, attraction, and clarity. Playful touching is not an invitation to rush. It is an invitation to remain composed, to let chemistry build naturally, to show comfort in your own skin. When you live by old Stoic wisdom, when you aim for Stoicism, win moments daily, when you train an iron mind, you stop guessing. You start understanding. You stop reacting. You start leading. And that is how you win, not only in attraction, but in life. Sign 4, compliments and flattery. Sign 4 is compliments and flattery, and this is where things quietly shift from casual interest into something more intentional. Because when a woman is genuinely drawn to you, her words stop skimming the surface and start landing with purpose, and you can feel it even if she never says it out loud. This is not just about her saying you look nice, though that can happen too. This is about compliments that feel thoughtful, precise, and personal. The kind that make you pause for a second because they don't sound rehearsed or automatic. She may comment on how calm you make her feel, how your presence steadies the room, or how your way of thinking makes conversations richer. And that matters, because in female psychology, attraction often shows up first through attention, not touch. Be alert. Don't brush it off. These compliments tend to arrive at just the right time, after a shared laugh, during a quiet moment, or when you least expect them, and that timing is no accident. That is psychology tricks in motion, not manipulation, but connection building, because she is testing emotional closeness and watching how you receive it. If her compliments are detailed, if she remembers small habits, phrases you use, or how you carry yourself when you're relaxed, that's a sign she's been observing you closely, and people don't observe deeply unless they care. Don't confuse this with casual friendliness. Casual praise is broad and generic. Meaningful flattery is specific and grounded. When she says she likes your sense of humor because it lifts her mood after a long day, or she appreciates how you listen without rushing to fix things, she is telling you that you matter in her inner world. You must understand this. Genuine compliments are emotional invitations. They are her way of saying, "I see you," without putting herself fully on the line. This is a core pattern in female psychology, especially for women who value emotional safety. Pay attention to how her tone softens when she compliments you, how her eyes linger, how her energy slows down, because attraction often hides in subtle shifts, not dramatic gestures. Don't deflect with self-deprecation. Don't laugh it off and change the subject. That creates distance. Instead, receive it calmly. Say thank you. Let it land. Confidence here is quiet, not loud. That is how to fall in love without forcing it. And here's where many men miss the moment. They enjoy the attention but fail to respond in kind. Don't make that mistake. Reciprocity is essential. When you offer a compliment back, make it just as intentional. Be specific. Notice something real about her character, her warmth, her curiosity, the way she handles pressure, or the way she makes space for others. Avoid empty praise. She will feel the difference instantly. Psychology tricks work both ways, and when you mirror her depth with your own awareness, you create emotional symmetry, which is deeply attractive. Also understand that these compliments often serve another purpose. They build trust. She is gently raising your confidence, not to control you, but to see if you can hold that confidence with grace. Can you stay grounded when admired? Can you remain present instead of seeking validation? This is an unspoken test, rooted in female psychology, and it reveals how emotionally mature you are. Be steady, Be appreciative. Be engaged. When compliments feel consistent, not exaggerated, and tied to who you are rather than what you provide, that's a sign she's forming a deeper bond. That is not random. That is intentional connection. Don't rush to label it. Don't interrogate her feelings. Let the rhythm develop naturally. Emotional attraction grows best when it feels safe and mutual. And remember, flattery that comes from attraction doesn't demand anything in return. It invites closeness. If you sense sincerity, lean in with presence, not pressure. That is how to fall in love in a grounded, lasting way. Use this awareness wisely. Stay observant, stay respectful, stay real. Because when compliments become personal, timely, and emotionally tuned, you're no longer guessing. You're being shown, through subtle psychology tricks and unmistakable signals of female psychology, exactly where you stand and exactly how to fall in love without losing yourself in the process. If this opened your eyes to how compliments and flattery reveal real attraction, don't just watch and move on. Like the video, subscribe for more psychology insights and comment below to lock this lesson in your mind. Say it with intention. Say it with awareness. Comment to remember. Real compliments are personal, timed, and meant to build connection. Write it in the comments now and let others see that you understand the signal and know how to respond to it. Sign 5, intense focus and attention. Sign 5 is intense focus and attention. And before we go any further, let's honor the moment exactly as it appears in the story you were given. Before we proceed, if you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. That pause matters. It mirrors the very point being made. Attention is currency. Presence is power. When someone gives it freely, it means something. Now return to the discussion with clear eyes and a steady mind. Sign 5 is not loud. It does not rush. It does not demand. It is quiet, concentrated, and unmistakable. Have you ever spoken to someone and felt like the rest of the room faded away? Like time slowed down and every word you said landed somewhere meaningful? That is not accidental. That is focus with intent. When a woman is drawn to you, she doesn't multitask emotionally. She leans in. She listens. She remembers. She notices patterns in your stories, not just the headlines. She recalls details you barely remember sharing, the kind of things said casually and forgotten, then brings them back later with ease. That level of attention is rare. Don't ignore it. Don't explain it away as politeness. That is intimacy being built, brick by brick, through awareness. In the language of attraction, focus is affection in action. This is where many men misread the moment. They assume attention is just friendliness. They downplay it. They hesitate. Don't. Be observant instead. When she asks follow-up questions about something you mentioned in passing days or weeks ago, when she circles back to your thoughts, your goals, your struggles, that is investment. She is showing you that your inner world matters to her. That is one of the clearest signals of attraction that goes beyond surface interest. A man who understands this doesn't puff up his chest or rush ahead. He stays grounded. He stays present. That is masculine energy at its best. Calm, aware, unforced. A high-value man doesn't chase attention. He recognizes it when it's given and responds with intention. Notice how this kind of focus makes you feel seen, heard, understood. That feeling is not random. It's designed to build emotional closeness. When a woman is trying to attract you, she creates a space where conversation feels effortless and meaningful at the same time. She remembers what excites you. She notices what drains you. She listens not just to respond, but to understand. That is not friendship-only behavior. That is connection being cultivated. Don't rush to label it. Don't interrogate it. But don't dismiss it either. You must respect the signal without exploiting it. That balance is key if you want to attract women with consistency and integrity. Now here's the part where your role becomes essential. Attention invites reciprocity. If she is focusing on you, you must meet her there, not by oversharing, not by performing, but by being genuinely curious about her world. Ask thoughtful questions. Remember her stories. Follow up later. Show her that her thoughts don't disappear the moment the conversation ends. That is how trust grows. That is how attraction deepens. This is where masculine energy shows itself again, not through volume, but through steadiness. Presence is strength. Listening is leadership. A high-value man understands that emotional attention is not passive, it's an active choice. There's also something subtle happening beneath the surface. When she gives you focused attention, she is watching how you handle it. Do you stay centered? Do you remain respectful? Do you rush to impress? Or do you stay grounded in who you are? That response tells her more than your words ever could. Don't interrupt. Don't dominate the conversation. Don't withdraw either. Be engaged. Be calm. Be curious. That is how you attract women who are looking for more than fleeting excitement. This dynamic creates playful tension without force. It allows chemistry to build naturally, without pressure, without confusion. And let's be clear, this level of attention doesn't come from boredom. It comes from interest, from intrigue, from emotional alignment. When she focuses on you like that, she is choosing you in that moment. Time, energy, memory. Those are deliberate choices. Don't treat them lightly. Don't take them for granted. You must respond with the same level of care if you want the connection to continue growing. This is how attraction matures. This is how curiosity becomes closeness. This is how a man steps into his masculine energy without saying a word. So remember this sign. Intense focus and attention are not small signals. They are quiet confirmations. If you learn to recognize them, respect them, and respond with presence, you naturally become the kind of man women feel drawn toward. Not because you try harder, but because you listen better. That is the path of a high-value man. That is how to attract women with authenticity. That is masculine energy expressed through awareness, not force. Stay present, stay observant, stay grounded, and let attention reveal what words never will. Sign 6, the subtle smile. Sign 6 is the subtle smile, and if you truly understand it, you understand a powerful layer of human psychology that most men never learn. Because a smile is never just a smile when attraction is involved. It is information, it is timing, it is intention, it is an invitation wrapped in silence. The smile that matters here is not loud, exaggerated, or attention-seeking. It is slow, controlled, deliberate. The kind of smile that arrives half a second late and stays half a second longer than expected. Her lips part slightly, her eyes soften, her face relaxes, as if she finally feels safe enough to let her guard down. That pause matters. That pause reveals more than words ever could. As Mark Twain once said, the face is a picture of the mind with the eyes as its interpreter. When a woman gives you that lingering smile, she is not reacting to a joke and she is not being polite. She is signaling comfort, curiosity, and openness. In modern life, where people scroll endlessly, rush conversations, and hide behind screens, a slow smile is rare. Presence is rare, and presence is intimate. That smile often comes with a subtle shift in her voice, warmer, softer, slower, almost unnoticeable, yet deeply felt. Psychology teaches us that attraction leaks through micro-expressions long before words catch up. This is why Carl Jung reminded us, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Her face is doing the talking for her. Your role is not to overthink, not to rush, not to perform. Your role is to stay grounded. Hold eye contact calmly. Return a relaxed smile. No hunger, no pressure. Unconscious mirroring, when done at the right pace, creates alignment. Alignment builds trust. Trust opens doors. This is where old Stoic wisdom meets modern dating. Stoicism win is never about forcing outcomes. It is about mastery of self, mastery of reaction, mastery of timing. When you respond to that subtle smile with steadiness instead of urgency, you project an iron mind. People feel that immediately. They feel safe around it, drawn to it, curious about it. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." A man who knows himself does not chase signals. He recognizes them. In a world where attention is cheap and validation is everywhere, calm confidence is rare. And rarity creates value. If she gives you that smile, do not interrogate it. Do not test it. Do not escalate too fast. Stay present. Continue the conversation naturally. Ask thoughtful questions. Listen fully. Allow silence to exist. Silence, when handled well, is attractive. Remember this clearly. Attraction grows where pressure does not exist. Let that sink in. Attraction grows where pressure does not exist. This is old Stoic wisdom in action. Stoicism win means choosing your response instead of being ruled by impulse. An iron mind moves slowly, clearly, deliberately. That makes every action heavier, more meaningful, more memorable. If the smile appears again after eye contact, after shared laughter, after a quiet pause, then patterns are forming. Patterns matter. Consistency matters. This is not imagination. This is human behavior. The advice is simple but powerful. Stay grounded, stay respectful, stay decisive without being rushed. Modern relationships reward men who are emotionally regulated, attentive, and self-directed. Men who can read signals without being controlled by them. Men who can enjoy the moment without trying to own it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That strength is felt long before it is spoken. Recognize the subtle smile. Respect it. Respond with presence. Let connection unfold at its natural pace. Because mastery is not about speed. Mastery is about control, clarity, and calm. That is how you win in life. That is how you win in relationships. That is how you win yourself. Again and again. With old Stoic wisdom. With Stoicism win. With an iron mind guiding every move. If you're still watching, it means you're no longer guessing. You're learning to read what most men overlook. The subtle smile is not luck, it's a signal. And a man who can recognize it, stay calm, and respond with presence is already operating on a higher level. This is where awareness turns into advantage, where confidence replaces confusion, and where control becomes attractive. Don't let this insight fade. Lock it in. Comment this below to claim it. I recognize the signals, I stay grounded, and I respond with calm confidence. Sign 7. Unconscious mirroring. Sign 7 is unconscious mirroring, and this is one of those psychology tricks that feels subtle on the surface but speaks loudly underneath if you know how to listen. Mirroring happens when someone begins to copy your posture, gestures, tone, or rhythm without realizing it. And this isn't imitation for show, it's the nervous system quietly saying, "I feel safe here." When a woman is drawn to you, especially when attraction is building, her body often reacts before her words do, and female psychology is deeply wired this way. Watch closely. If you lean forward and she leans forward moments later, that is not coincidence. If you cross your legs and soon she does the same, that is not random. If you slow your speech and she softens her pace to match yours, that is alignment. Be aware. That is her subconscious syncing with you, not because she decided to impress you, but because emotional connection naturally pulls people into the same rhythm. This is one of the clearest signals of comfort, and comfort is the gateway to attraction. Don't rush this moment. Don't test it. Don't exaggerate your movements to see if she follows. That breaks the spell. You must remain grounded and natural because mirroring only works when it feels effortless and unforced. When she mirrors you, she is essentially saying, without words, "I'm with you here." That is powerful. That is intimacy forming in real time. You might notice it in laughter too. If you laugh a certain way and she begins to echo that laugh, or if she smiles when you smile even before the joke fully lands, that is emotional tuning. Psychology tricks like this aren't manipulations. When they happen unconsciously, they are signals. And learning to read them is part of understanding female psychology at a deeper level. This is also where many men make a mistake. They either overthink it or they freeze. Don't do that. Be present. Be calm. Continue being yourself. That is the only correct response. When you stay steady, the connection deepens on its own. Mirroring also shows up in language. If you use certain phrases and later hear them coming back to you through her words, pay attention. If your tone is relaxed and confident and hers slowly adjusts to match, that is resonance. This is how to fall in love without forcing anything, by allowing emotional alignment to happen naturally instead of trying to manufacture attraction. And yes, this is one of those psychology tricks that works precisely because it's not intentional. The moment you try to control it, you lose it. So don't perform, don't impress. Be anchored in who you are. When she mirrors you, it means she feels seen. And when someone feels seen, they move closer. That is how bonds form quietly, without grand gestures or dramatic declarations. This is female psychology at work in its most honest form. You may also notice that when the conversation flows well, her movements become smoother, more relaxed, almost as if she's dancing to the same invisible beat as you. That is emotional synchronization. That is comfort turning into attraction. And attraction built on comfort lasts longer, feels safer, and grows deeper. This is how to fall in love the right way, not by chasing, not by pushing, but by allowing space for connection to breathe. Be patient. Be observant. Don't interrupt the rhythm. Let the moment unfold. When unconscious mirroring appears, it is not a guarantee of anything, but it is an invitation to stay present, an invitation to lead with calm confidence, an invitation to continue the connection without pressure. Respect that invitation. This is why understanding psychology tricks matters, not to control someone, but to recognize when something real is forming. This is why female psychology rewards men who are steady, authentic, and emotionally aware. And this is how to fall in love without losing yourself in the process. Sign 8. Direct flirting. Sign 8 is direct flirting, and this is where the fog lifts and the road becomes visible. This is no longer about guessing or reading between the lines. This is clarity wrapped in playfulness. Direct flirting happens when a woman steps beyond subtle hints and chooses words, tone, and timing that clearly say, "I see you." She may tease you about your appearance, your confidence, or the way you carry yourself. She may offer compliments that land with a spark, not blunt statements, but comments with a wink hidden inside them. That is intentional. That is communication with flavor. Don't pretend you don't notice. Be aware. That is her moving the interaction from possibility to permission. She's not declaring attraction out loud, but she's creating a private lane between the two of you, a space where humor, warmth, and chemistry can exist without interruption. This is often how a woman tests whether you can handle attention without shrinking or overperforming, because a high-value man doesn't panic when attraction shows up. He steadies himself and stays present. Direct flirting is also her way of checking your emotional temperature. She wants to know if you can respond without becoming stiff or uncertain. If she jokes about your looks or makes a playful remark that lingers half a second longer than necessary, that is not accidental. That is an invitation. Don't shut it down. Don't overanalyze it. Be relaxed. Respond with ease, a smile, a clever line, a gentle tease of your own. That is how you attract women without forcing anything. Masculine energy shows up here not through intensity, but through calm confidence. You must understand this point clearly. Flirting is not pressure, it is rhythm. If you match her rhythm instead of interrupting it, the connection grows naturally. When she flirts directly, she's also signaling safety. She feels comfortable enough to be playful, and comfort is the foundation of attraction. Don't mistake this for recklessness. It's measured. It's deliberate. She's watching how you carry yourself in the moment. Do you stay grounded or do you rush ahead? Do you enjoy the exchange or do you retreat? A high-value man doesn't rush the outcome. He enjoys the moment. He lets chemistry breathe. That is masculine energy in its cleanest form. You must also remember that direct flirting is a green light, not a demand. She's opening the door, not pushing you through it. The best response is curiosity mixed with confidence. Engage, smile, play along. Let your words be light but intentional. This is how you attract women who are genuinely interested, not by trying to impress, but by showing that you are comfortable being seen. That comfort is contagious. It creates momentum. It turns flirting into connection. And here's the quiet truth many men miss. Direct flirting feels obvious because it's meant to be. It removes confusion. It simplifies the moment. Don't complicate it. Be present. Be relaxed. Be steady. That is how a high-value man moves through attraction. That is how masculine energy stays magnetic. And that is how you attract women without losing yourself in the process. Bonus point, respecting boundaries. Here's the bonus point most men overlook, and it's the one that separates confusion from clarity. Respect for boundaries is the loudest unspoken signal of real attraction. When a woman is genuinely trying to seduce you, she does not rush. She does not crowd. She does not ignore your comfort. Seduction rooted in intention is patient, precise, and aware. When you set a boundary, whether emotional, physical, or situational, and she responds by adjusting instead of resisting, you are witnessing a powerful psychological signal, one that reveals interest guided by intelligence, not impulse. This is where old Stoic wisdom quietly steps in, reminding you that self-control reveals truth faster than words ever could. Marcus Aurelius said, "The measure of a man is what he does with power." In modern dating, your power is your ability to pause, to choose, to observe, and to remain steady. When she respects your pace, mirrors your restraint, and stays engaged without pressure, the attraction runs deeper than surface desire. It means she values the connection, the process, and you. This is how Stoicism shows itself in real life. Not through force, not through performance, but through calm authority and presence. Men with an iron mind don't chase signals. They let patterns reveal themselves. Over time, aligned behaviors speak clearly. She stays close without crossing lines. She invites without demanding. She responds instead of pushing. That's not hesitation. That's intention. In a fast-moving world addicted to urgency, this kind of measured interaction is rare, and rarity signals value. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Freedom here means freedom from guessing, overthinking, and emotional reaction. You don't rush the next step when mutual interest is real. It unfolds naturally, confidently, and with respect. This understanding gives you leverage in modern life, where distractions are constant and authenticity is scarce. You move forward with certainty. You choose wisely. You don't confuse attraction with pressure. You don't mistake patience for lack of desire. You stay grounded. You observe. You act when the moment is earned. That is old Stoic wisdom in action. That is how Stoicism reshapes relationships. That is the power of an iron mind. Calm, decisive, unshaken. When boundaries are honored, attraction is confirmed. When respect is present, desire is intentional. Remember this: watch behavior, not words. Let time work for you. Master the pace, and you master the outcome. Hey, my friend, thanks a lot for staying with me till the very end. If you're still here, drop a simple "I'm tuned in the comments below. That small action tells us you're paying attention, learning, and ready to step forward with more confidence. And honestly, we love seeing who's really growing with us. Before you go, here's one sincere piece of advice I want you to remember. These 8 signs aren't about manipulation or guessing games. They're about awareness. When you stay calm, observant, and respectful, attraction becomes clearer and more natural. Don't rush, don't assume, just read the situation and trust what you see. Confidence grows when you understand signals, not when you force outcomes. If this video helped you see things more clearly, hit the like button so more people can benefit from it too. And don't forget to subscribe. We're here every day to help you build confidence, stronger connections, and better relationships. There's another video on your screen right now that I highly recommend. Go check it out. Thanks again for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow with more real, practical insights to help you move forward with confidence.